welcome you guys to the first official mixtape talk with, of course, I'm your host, Jason, with my co-host,
Marissa.
And we had to bring the legend for our first guest ever.
I'm all rock music coming on.
I was even
right
thinking
now.
of how I was going to just introduction. So we already know her as the mom, the wife, the entrepreneur, the radio personality. Is there anything else?
Bad and.
I don't know. Just I like to be called Melissa Rios.
Miss Melissa Rios.
Everything
Thank
else
you
is a
for
bonus.
joining us today.
Thank
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank
You're
you for
good?
having me. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It makes
you.
me so happy to be here with you guys. It's an honor that you guys asked me to be like your first guest, and I get to check out your new spot. And so I brought you guys like a little gift.
Ooh.
Brought you guys your first housewarming gift. It's tequila. I used to say, why do people bring drinks as a housewarming gift if you're gonna drink it together? Like, I feel a gift for you should be for you guys.
Yeah.
But now I get it.
No,
I want to drink it.
Yeah, bring this. Let me check it out.
So I want to give that to you guys. Casa de Dragones, I've never had it before. It's not sponsored, but I did my research. And I was actually on my way to Bev Milk to get our favorite, 1942.
That is our favorite.
That's
That is our
1942.
favorite.
But I saw this one and I had been doing my research on that, and it is like the first tequila like women owned. It's supposed to be delicious, and
We
it was
love that.
more expensive than 1942.
Which we're like, if it's more expensive than the 42.
so it
This is
better
more
be
expensive
good.
than 42?
Yes.
oh, you better become
All
a
right.
So it better, like, because you know, if 1942 is like our favorites, like, but it's cost a little. I was like, you know what? Anything for Jason and Marissa. Like, let's get that
You guys
1942.
heard that?
But then I saw that one and I was like, my guy, come on, let's try something new. I know I like 1942. Don Julio 70 is like my favorite as well, but I wanted to try something different with you guys.
I'm
so
down.
drink some from the bottle. I'm just kidding.
I think I will. I think I will take a little hit. I mean, this is a celebration. As I'm doing this, obviously we have you here. We've known you for a good 2 years, I would say.
It feels
feel
like
it's 2 years,
forever,
right?
It feels like forever.
And the first time we met, like most of you guys meet people, is through Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram. Yeah.
I shot my shot. I was like, oh my God, Melissa Rios is in our area. I need her to come to the gym. And we kind of were exchanging just DMs back and forth. And you being the person you are, as far as your personality, you were so open to come out, check the gym out.
Yeah.
You helped the business a lot, especially when we were really going through it with the COVID and stuff. You were there still doing stories. And so for us, we're very appreciative of our friendship that we've made through all these years. So thank you. So I'm going to toast to you. Get the juice.
Oh, I want my
Come
juice.
on,
Here you go.
cheers.
Cheers.
And if you guys know, I don't really drink. So if this goes a little...
Drink. Tell us what it tastes like.
Yeah, Jay's going to be our tequila.
It's actually really fucking smooth. It's actually really good.
Like,
No, it's actually really smooth.
Although Jason is not
Really?
really
Shout
at
out.
all.
I want to try it. Here.
Go ahead.
Hey, COVID. What COVID? Hey, where are the cups? Come on, guys.
Cups.
Okay, I'm just gonna have
Next
to put my
time.
pinky up. They're like cups we drink from a bottle here. Yeah, gym bros.
Oh my God.
All right, make sure you're really... Okay, I saw it.
Oh wow.
That's really good, huh?
Oh wow.
That is.
I like it. We'll have to toast some more.
I mean, you're gonna have to do it off camera. It just doesn't look good for the three of
It's
us.
all good. I'm all sanitized.
They're gonna talk so much shit about us.
All right, so for me, I know the woman you are now, all the accomplishments you have. So even me, I'm a fan too. I kind of want to know the Melissa Rios before you were Melissa Rios, the high school, were you this ambitious as a kid, your childhood coming up? So kind of walk us through where you started and how you got to where you are now.
Well, once upon a time. No, I've always been, I don't really see a difference in who I am. I just have less bills now. Well, more bills.
More bills.
But I have money to pay them.
Yeah.
You know? Thanks be to God. I've always been the same. I've always just been trying to figure it out. I mean, I had my first job when I was 14. I knew that my mom could buy me one pair of J's. And my sisters and I would be like, you get the black ones, you get the white ones, I'll get the colorful ones. And then we'll swap around each other, you know? But then I wanted more. I've always wanted more. I didn't want just one pair of shoes. I wanted more. So my mom's like, you got to figure it out. So I got my first job at 14. I went to this place on, I think it's Citrus, or I don't know, but it was called Tommy's Burgers.
Oh,
And-
I mean, I think everyone knows Tommy's Burgers. So this one place, I don't know if you guys know of it.
No, it's not
chili
the
cheese fries.
original
it's
Tommy's
not? Oh,
Burgers.
okay.
See, that's the thing.
There's a bootleg
it's the
Tommy's?
bootleg.
2 a.m. Tommy's.
It says Tommy's, you know? So I went there and he was needing, it said like help wanted. And I was like, I'm 15. I'm about to be 16. I'm lying. I was 14.
Yeah.
I just needed a job. And he was like, all right, weekends. And then from weekends, he was like, okay, come. Can you come Monday? Can you come Wednesday? Can you come? And so then I got myself a full-time job.
Wow.
At 14. Like
that-
after
that's freshman,
school.
right? That's like freshman year, yeah, huh?
Freshman year. So like after school, while all my friends were going to volleyball, basketball practice and stuff
were
like
working.
that, I had to grab my mandil, how you say apron? Apron, whatever. Mandil. You know, I would grab it from my locker and I would go to work. And to me, that was, I love that shit. Like, I love working. I love getting my paycheck. I love buying my stuff. It's always been that way.
Do you think you got that from your parents? Like watching your parents work like that, I would say that,
Yeah.
that want to support yourself, and you've seen your parents. I mean, I know like for myself and Marissa, we've seen our parents really struggle and work for what we have. Would you say it's very similar?
I want to say yes, because my mom's been such a hustler. Like, my mom doesn't see, she only tries to find solutions, right? So I got that from my mom, but I also have 3 different siblings who were raised exactly the same way, but they're different.
Very true.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know, I can't say I got it from my parents, because then what did my sisters get? You know, I just think it comes to personality. It comes to just the fire in you. Some people are content with what they have, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm never content.
Yeah.
And I remember my grandmother told me, I think I was like 17, and she said to me in Spanish, she said, your problem is que eres muy ambiciosa. You're too ambitious.
Too ambitious.
Too ambitious. And that can be dangerous.
How so?
And I don't know, ask
You
her.
don't know?
No, but I took it, at that moment, I was like, Grandma, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
There's
I just want
no
more.
such
What's
thing.
that
I
about?
want better. I want more. I don't want to be here in 5 years. The way I grew up is not what I want my children
Yes.
to have. I don't see how that's a problem. Fast forward now that I'm, 32, I kind of take a step back sometimes, and I'm like, I think I get what she was saying.
100%.
It's never going to be enough.
100%.
I went from making this amount to this amount. To me, I still make this amount.
It's like not taking the time to celebrate.
I mean,
those
that
little,
was-
those
Right.
little milestones.
That was probably
Yeah,
the biggest
we
thing
talk
I
about
think
all the
like
time.
that I had to go through as well, was just like you reach the level that you've been praying for, and you finally get there, and then you look up and you're like, okay, well, there's another mountain.
Right.
And then you climb so high in the mountain that you never really enjoy all the little things that you've accomplished. I think Marissa's helped me with that.
Yeah.
She'd be like, the grand opening, first gym's packed, and I'm like, she goes, what's wrong with you? I said, fuck, we got so much more to do. She goes, what do you mean? Like, this is the top of the mountain. I go,
Yeah.
I know, but there's another mountain. And I took that, and it becomes a negative thing, because you become overly ambitious to the sense where you're chasing goals that don't really bring you happiness, right? And I feel like that's what your grandmother was trying to say.
Right.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
but I think
Nana
that's,
Pancha,
Yeah.
always gave me the best, the best advice. But she did tell me that, and I mean, at that age, I didn't understand what she was talking about. I was like, no.
I'm just trying to get out of here.
But now that I have children,
yes.
is different for me, because kids are a beautiful gift, but you get to see time in real life. Everyone talks about time. You're like, 10 years ago. But when you have your children in front of you, you're like, holy shit, 5 years.
That's so deep.
4 years, 10 years. And you look back and you're like, where have 12 years of my life gone? I have 12-year-olds. And I'm like, wait, how much of that time was I working?
Right.
How much of that time was I ambitiously trying to get more money, more this? And at the end of the day, what good is me making, I went from 20 to 200 grand. Like, like what difference does that make to them if I'm not there?
Right.
Yeah.
So it really, now that I'm older, I get it. I understand my grandmother, and I kind of check myself. But unfortunately, knowledge comes with age. Knowledge
It's a
comes with
trade-off.
age.
It's a
and it's like
trade-off.
fucked up. You're like, God
What,
damn.
what was the first thing you think that made you kind of take that step back and realize like what your grandmother said had some kind of weight to it? What was like the first? Because I know I had something that was like, okay, me being this ambitious, it doesn't really go that much. What's the difference between 150 to 200, right? Other than more stuff or a bigger house. So like, what was your first thing that you were like, what am I doing? Did you have that come to Jesus moment, I call it?
I think I've always like been really, like, I call myself out on things. Like, I call everyone out on things.
Yeah,
like,
yes you do.
That's my toxic trait. Even if you don't ask me, I will tell you. And it's like, how does this look? I think it's great, but like, that's my thing. They make fun of me. This is great, but this is what I think. My hair looks great, but like, I always find a but. And so I just call myself out all the time. And I think the biggest transition was when I finally got to everything I wanted in radio, and I realized the price I paid.
Yes.
And to me, I think that was the moment that I was like, oh shit, okay, wait. So I'm on a morning show, like I said I would, at 20, yes, okay. And I am doing this, yes. I'm the first female, yes. But I missed birthdays, Christmas.
Yes.
I missed all of these things. And then to me, it was just like,
yeah, what's the trade-off?
what was the trade-off?
Yeah, what was the trade-off?
Was it worth it? And how can I do that better? And then when I got married, I think became a lot more easier.
I bet.
Thank God for my husband. He saved me. It just became a lot more easier. So it's when you have two parents, I mean, your wife is at home maybe, or you're with your daughter. I see you take her to school every morning.
I try to.
Like, your wife can't, but daddy's there.
Yes.
What happens with a child whose daddy's not there and mom's not there either?
Right.
Like, that can fuck you up.
Yeah.
And so that, to me, when I got to a level that I thought I wanted in radio, I said, wow, I thought it was supposed to be different.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to, it's not that it's not. It's great. I'm blessed to do what I love. I just was like, oh shit, like, I gave up so much.
Right. I think people from the outside look at that and kind of feel like, oh, you made it, but they don't really know what you had to sacrifice. And I think a lot of it is, now that I have a child, I kind of understand exactly what you're saying. Some people listening are probably like, girl, you're on the radio, you're mixing it up with celebrities and stuff like that. But then when you get home and the lights are off and you're laying in bed and your kids are asleep by the time you get home, you're like, what did I miss? Or, something new that your child does. They're 12. I mean, they grow so fast. And then you start to think to yourself, man, this isn't what I consider happiness as I get older. So I completely understand that. And I feel like everybody, as we get older, we kind of put ourselves into compartments as far as what do we need financially to be happy?
Yeah.
What do I need my home life to be happy? And then how much am I giving myself out of me in order to accomplish this? And that's where the balance is. I tell people, if there's a balance, that's kind of what you have to decide. Everybody's different, right? Like you're newly married, Marissa. Newly married. Congratulations.
Are you guys still having sex?
You better be from the beginning.
Are you guys still sleeping together?
For the beginning, you better be. Shaheeb calling you right now.
And I was like, phone on do not disturb.
Every time, one of my best friends just got married too, and I call her and she doesn't answer, and I'm like, God, I pray you guys are making love right now. And she's like, we're not. And I was like, God, like,
Oh
it just,
my God.
once you have kids, whether you like to admit it or not, it changes. And
I tell
from
her-
getting home to having sex, you get home to watch The Little Mermaid, okay? That's what we're doing today, and that's okay.
Oh, I tell Marissa all the time, I said, even now, right, we either have the weekend in the morning before she wakes up, or when we put her down for a nap, or really, really early in the morning, like 4 a.m. before she goes to the gym, or really, really late at night, because, we have different schedules.
Yeah.
And that's what you're saying. It's no more of like, oh, you're in the kitchen and the candles.
Hey, you got time right now?
Yes.
Because I gotta go.
It's the
I gotta go in like
the
20
most
minutes.
unromantic sex you'll have, but I feel like when you go through a journey with a partner and you guys both understand that, it's almost comical.
But it takes you a minute to tap into that.
It
At
does.
least for myself, I think men, shut up. Okay,
It
men,
does. No, it
let's
does.
be honest. Because men, you guys see a picture and you guys are like,
That's
hey. You guys are ready.
I'm
and
ready.
for us, it's
I'm like,
so
can you
much.
give me a little attention
Thank
prior?
you. Thank you.
Like, not just like I'm ready. I'm like, okay, but I'm like, can I get ready?
Do I look like a Little Caesars pizza? I'm not. I'm ready. This takes time, But so you do have to tap into that. Okay, so it's not romantic anymore all the time, it's not. So you're like, okay, I have to be like, this is the amount of time we have. So it really takes you to like click out of that novela romantic, what it used to be at the
Carrying
beginning.
you,
At
rips
the
the shirt off.
relationship slowly. Now it's like, fuck, we got 10 minutes, But nonetheless, you love the person, so you're like, look, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Like whatever. And sex is like money. You know, it's like,
Explain that one.
to me, sex and money is like a thin line because everybody needs it.
Yes.
Not everybody likes to talk about their financial income or how their sex life because it's so sensitive. But it can definitely make or break you in a relationship. If your partner is broke, if your partner is in debt, if he is wasting his money completely crazy, that can really break your relationship. And so like sex goes the same way. If you and your partner are not seeing eye to eye, or are not even trying, or there's a sexual disconnect, it'll fuck your whole day up,
100%.
your entire relationship up. And so I think like a healthy sex life, healthy bank account, and just health in general, like is the things that you need.
Quote right there.
It's just the things you need in life, you know.
Sex, bank account.
That's it. Healthy.
Sex and finances. That's what we need right now.
No, that's true. That's true. And I think that kind of goes both ways. I mean, for us, for our marriage, we rarely have any I guess fights or disputes. I mean, thank God we don't have really any financial burdens. And even if we do, like I would say my financial situation, if I talk to someone that maybe is a millionaire, you're like, bro, you're broke. But for me, I kind of learned to balance that finances with happiness. And then obviously I'm a male, so we need sex. But I had to, you're right, come to, okay, this is the time frame that we have. I feel like I'm more of the romantic one though. Like I really, like I was telling Marissa today off camera, I was like, I shaved, I got a haircut, I went up in the morning, gave her a kiss and looked at her and she's like, okay, so have a good day. I'm like, you didn't notice anything at all.
He's like, tell me I look good, please.
Yeah, just tell me I look, because I know my wife. If I look good, she's gonna be like, you look very handsome today.
Right.
If she doesn't say anything, I'm like, oh,
So
dude, my
your
barber
love
fucked
language is words of affirmation.
100%.
Wow.
I need people to tell me that I'm doing something right.
Right.
And what I'm doing
That
matters.
is so true.
No,
Right, Marissa?
Oh, yeah, his show, off topic, but like he was like, I guess I didn't tell him one time. I was like, Jay, you look good.
Dude.
And then I walk in show day and I was like, oh, okay. He's like, that's all I get, Marissa? Like,
Dude,
like you can't tell
I killed
me?
myself for like 16, 17 weeks.
He blow dried his hair.
I'm in a thong.
And no one said anything.
I'm like 0% body fat. Everybody's like, Jason, you look amazing. I look at Marissa, dehydrated. I go, how do I look? She goes, you look good. And I said, Marissa, tell me I look fucking amazing. She goes, bro, you look good. And I'm like, but I mean, I think
I keep him humble. I keep him humble.
you do
Right.
a little too much though. You gotta let me out of my cage.
You had a
sometimes.
rough upbringing, huh?
She's like,
No,
make sure
because I actually heard this. Like, tell me what your love language is. Tell me which one you don't like, and I'll tell you like
You know,
what
I
you've
did
been
hear that.
through.
Yeah, or
like
what
you're
if
missing out
you're
on.
not, like if you're not big on like, because like I'm like that. Like I'm not big on affection, but I never had that growing up. My mom would be like, "Hey, sup?" My dad. So I'm not big on physical. Like I just. We're good.
Yeah.
Even if I'm like about to break in tears, do not touch me.
That's so funny. I'm the same way.
Really?
Don't touch me. Don't talk to
I'm
me.
the same way.
Fine. So that's why if she's not good at giving you like kind words, it's because she didn't get that. Like growing up, like her parents were like, she's like, Mom, I got an A, and her mom's like, Yeah, I know, you're
next one-
supposed to.
Like, you want a high five for your job?
Right?
Good job.
Exactly. I'm telling you.
You know what's funny is I feel like I turned her into that because I'm always like, oh, I got so much work I have to do. I have to do things. And now she's kind of turned into this like boss mom, boss businesswoman to you. Wherever she wakes up in the morning, she's thinking, okay, what do we need to do to get the baby ready? What do I need to do at work? So I feel like I remember when she was more sensitive and more caring, but I'm kind of like, I need to pull back a little bit.
That's your fault.
Pull back a little bit. I mean,
Sure.
yeah, I mean, and I think I never heard of that, but what would you say? So my love language is affirmation. So what does that say about me? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, I got like,
Somebody DM me and tell me what that means.
guys, therapy
Send me a
session.
DM and tell me.
No, I'm just saying she doesn't like to give words, so maybe she just doesn't. She didn't get that.
But I don't know because I feel like that's my job though. Like we're around people. I feel like I'm constantly giving those words that like
So
with
you're
Jay, I'm like,
I don't have to work with you.
yes. So my guard is down.
Right.
To where it's like, no, we're normal. Like you look good. You're fine. You don't need to hear that from me.
I do.
All right.
Well, okay, guys, I guess we figured it out here. It's gonna be $100 for the session. That's funny because I would hate to admit to that, but I'm going to. It's like a little switch that you do have to turn on from work and in person. Like I used to find myself to be very outgoing, and I know a lot of people be like, "Oh my God, Melissa, she's so cool. She's super outgoing." But when I don't know you, I actually am I'm socially awkward. I have that's just the new me. Before I used to be very outgoing. But now I am socially awkward. If I go to an event and I don't know anyone, like I just kind of like, it just.
Really?
Yeah. Or I drive in silence a lot. it just
in your thoughts and
completely
stuff like that.
turn
I do
things
that too
off.
on my way to work. Sometimes I'm like, I want 20, 25 minutes to just not hear anything and just
Right.
give myself that space before having to turn things on.
Yeah. And so it's a switch.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, well, then you're being fake or and it's like, no, I work, for 4 or 5 hours creating content, being this person, this personality, this happy person who I am. But when I'm out of there,
Right.
it is draining.
Yeah.
And so I can imagine even you guys who are trainers and you're cheering people on and you're like, you can do this, and all of that positivity that you're giving and all that energy, because it's energy. It's an
100%,
exchange of energy, and that can be draining. It's not physical, but it's still as draining.
I think it's more draining. And,
Yeah.
and I think for you, it's harder because when you turn on the radio in the morning, you don't want to hear, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to, like, you have to be on. And it's not fake. It's just your job is to kind of be that person. If they're driving in the car and they're
You're a
low
hype
energy,
girl,
you have to be that
100%.
energy.
Yeah.
I think the best I seen was when you did our event. Right, you came out and literally when it was just you and I, it was like, okay, what's the agenda? What's the business? As soon as someone came up to you, you're like, hey, girl, what's
Yeah.
up? Because people were so excited to see you.
Right.
And their idea of Marissa Rios is what they see on Instagram and what they hear on the radio.
Right.
So I feel like you do a good job of giving that to them without being fake, but you understand, like if you see Michael Jordan at a basketball court, you're gonna be like, bro, can you just shoot some stuff for me? Like shoot a couple baskets, because that's what I know you as. And I think after the show was done, you and I sat on the curb. I think we had a churro. And you're like, bro, I'm tired. I was like,
It's
I know.
exhausting.
You're like, I'm so tired. Then someone came up, they're like, can I take a picture with you? Like, oh my God, babe, of course, come take a picture with me. And I was like, you are so good at that. Do you find that balance came over time of being the radio DJ Melissa and then being the mom wife Marissa Rios? I know they're two different, because I know for myself,
Yeah.
I'm two different. So is that still hard to kind of balance those two personalities?
No, I mean, I'm the same person.
Right.
So it's not, it's just a switch. So it's like up here or here, up here or here. And so when I see someone, like the perfect example is my mom was at Target. My mom, oh my God.
That's a whole other subject.
Doña Leti. But so she's at Target and she FaceTimes me, and I'm at home looking. You guys, if you know me in real life, like I don't look like this. Never, ever, ever. Like being ugly in sweats and in a t-shirt is my element. Like that's who I am. And so my mom FaceTimes me, and I'm literally like in the living room, like just laying there. Maybe I had still drool on my face. I don't know. But I answer the FaceTime and she's like, guess who I found at Target? And I'm like,
Who she found?
so she passes the phone to some lady I've never seen in my life. Oh my God, Marissa Rios! I saw your mom and I had to take a picture with her.
How do they know what your mom looks like?
And I'm like, hi, how are you? So nice to meet you. And my
Stains
kids,
on your shirt,
yeah.
your kids in the background.
And my kids are having cereal, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with mom? Oh, so nice to meet you. As I would any person who knows me, like, thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for following me. Thank you. Like, I am in debt. Like, thank you to you. I have changed my life. I have,
Yes.
I'm very grateful. But the point is that it is a switch. And sometimes, like, I just have to turn it up. I can't be mom who's nagging and yelling at my listener or my follower.
Right.
So it's just a little switch. It's
Yeah.
not that big of a difference, but it is draining.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Did it take you time though to kind of like, I always say balance that, where you could like, as soon as you get in the car, you turn it off?
No, you just kind of realize, like, when you're tired, when you're not, and how to kind of bring yourself down, from that high. Because it's a high, it's an energy high where you're like exchanging, and then you finally get in the car, you're like,
Or it's like, when you're in your driveway for like 20 minutes before entering the house. 'Cause
Dude, now I understand why my
yeah.
dad used to do that.
Yeah, because even, my man, he's a civil engineer. He's like, we're totally different. He does not want me on my phone, disconnected or like thinking about everything else. So it's like literally sometimes my driveway is just like, okay, Marissa, like 20 minutes, let me do all this, I'll put it out, do not disturb after. And then, but you just have to like settle yourself down. So your energy just kind of matches theirs.
Right.
When you get home.
right. And my kids, they tapped into that as well.
Yeah.
Like my kids now know, like we'll be at an event, something will happen, someone comes up, my kids already know, they like move to the side.
Wow, do they really?
They stand, like they wait.
They already know what's going
They
down.
already
They know who
know.
Wow.
They patiently wait. I'll be like, oh, and everybody, they're sweet because they know my kids.
Yeah, oh,
because
yeah.
of social.
Uh-huh.
So they'll be like, hi, Isaac, and my kids, they say hi. My husband, he's so supportive. If I'm at an event, like, you might not even know he's there.
He's literally the best.
Because he's like over there in the corner taking care of the kids, handling everything. And then once I'm done, it's like, okay, now we can go have fun. We can go to Disney, like even at Disneyland.
I'm pretty sure. I was going to ask you. I was going to DM you that. I was like, how many times did you get stopped?
Yeah.
Like at Disneyland?
Well, I was there to work. So it's like the first 3-4 hours, we're doing what mommy, like, mom, what time are you going to be done? The kids know. We're here for work, a baseball game, or whatever. They know, okay, we're here. Mommy, how long are you going to work? 3 hours. Give me 3 hours. And then the rest of the time, it'll be for you guys.
Wow.
And so they already know. So it's just, they're fine.
Did they have a hard time adjusting? Well, they've been doing it forever. They've been doing it forever.
Yeah, it's like the norm.
Even your husband, I mean, he's great with it. And I know at the last event, he lets you literally do everything. He would bring you water, then walk away. He wasn't trying to like hold your, he, like, everybody knows their roles when they're there. And then when you guys are out and you're like, okay, it's time, then you guys do the families. I like that. That's actually really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no one takes it personal. It's like, you got to learn. Like, you're there to support and uplift me, help me. Do I need water? Do I need a break? Do I need you to go call someone? Do I need you to hold my phone? Do I need you? And if the roles were backwards, I would do the same for him.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with, I'm not important, or no, you're not. This isn't about you right now.
Yeah,
100%.
This is what I'm here to do. This is, and so he respects that. And he's always been that way. Like, at a club, he goes to me to my events. He'll drop me off. He'll pick me up.
How cute.
At the club, I'm hosting, and he's at the bar. He's
just
nowhere
relaxing.
near me. He's keeping an eye on me, making sure I'm safe or whatever, from afar.
Yeah.
And at the end of the club, I'm done, whatever, hand him the money, we walk out.
Oh, hand him the money. Oh.
Yeah, little old me, like, what am I gonna,
Yeah,
like,
no, your husband's a big guy too. And I mean, I think maybe a lot of people, you do post him on IG. I think I had the privilege to meet him. Such a sweet, nice dude, very supportive. We had him out at our gym. He talked about, which we'll get into with the juices. Very well-spoken guy, but he's a big dude and he's very stoic. So it kind of is intimidating because you can't read him. He's not like you, like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hi.
Hey.
And you're like, do you like me? Do you not like me?
Can you give me
I need you to tell me. I need to feel the affirmation.
Listen, words of affirmation are my love language. I need you to tell me.
Tell me
Can
I'm
you put
okay
that in
with
your
you.
bio?
That's so funny. I cannot.
So tell us a little bit about your next venture, what you're doing with that. I mean, radio, you've been in radio for how long? You've been solid with that.
Yeah.
So now it's on to the next, right?
Yeah, I've been doing radio for it's going to be 10 years.
Wow,
My
congratulations.
anniversary's coming up.
That's
Thank you so much. And so I'm really excited about that. I always saw radio. It's been a blessing in my life, but it's always been a stepping stone to me on all of the things that I want to accomplish and achieve. So right now we're working on our juice bar, the organic juice dude. I'm very proud of my husband. This is his baby. And I'm just here to support him. That's, we work together on this. It's important for our family because if not, I would be making the juices. But it's his project, and thanks to our supporters, our family, everyone, it got big. We started this August of last year.
I remember you brought some like empty containers in. You're like, dude, here's some juice. You didn't tell me where they're from.
Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you guys opening the doors and just being so supportive since day one. Like, I'm never going to forget that.
And I think that's between our little community in West Covina. Like, we have a lot of entrepreneurs that I like to connect with, and especially, I would say you are probably the biggest one. So for us, this was a no-brainer. As soon as you came out with it,
obviously.
I was even like, whose is this? So I can promote it. You're like, it's mine. I'm like, oh, well, then for sure I'm going to promote it.
And that's what she was so subtle. She, like, I don't even think you said it was yours.
No, you just dropped them off.
Hey, here's some juices. We're like, okay, but
why are we drinking this? Yeah.
No flexing, like, this is mine. It was like, oh, try these. Tell me if you like them.
And that's what sets you apart too. There is no flex when it comes to you. You're just like, hey,
I mean, I don't think, again, and maybe this comes back to, I don't think I have anything to flex about. Like, there isn't anything. Have y'all seen the mess in my house? I don't, like, I have nothing to flex about. I'm just, I'm very lucky. My husband created this, and I'm like, it's our family business now, and I've always wanted to create something. Like, I want to leave something for my children.
Right.
I don't want to be an employee for the rest of my life.
Right.
And although I love what I do, which is radio, and it is one of my passions, I am still employed by someone else.
Right.
And the day that I stop being an employee and I get to manage my time and handle my life the way I would like to, I don't want to go today. I'm going to go to the beach with my kids.
Yes.
When I have complete control, which I already do, but I still have to report somewhere.
Right.
I still have to look at, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when it becomes mine, that's the day that I'm
when
going to be
when
like,
you
okay.
tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna take a vacation. Okay, boss. Look in the
Yeah.
mirror.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
yeah.
I mean, I think for me too, it's also when you guys have this thing running, which it's going to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
the juices are great.
Thank
You
you.
guys are just great at what you do, and you guys finally look back and take a vacation somewhere, and you're like, I don't have to report to anybody. I don't have to send any emails.
I don't have to request a day.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't
like,
have to request a
hey.
day.
Like 6 weeks in advance. Like, can I? No.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
So the juices themselves, like how does your husband even get into this? Like what sparked him to say, hey, I wanted out of everything. What was juices? Why juices?
Well, my husband, I have a stepson, Jeremiah, and he's beautiful. He's 12 years old. He's an amazing kid. But when he was 6 months old, he got diagnosed with lymphoma cancer. And my husband and Jeremiah's mom decided to take an alternate route, which was, holistic medicine. It wasn't chemo. It wasn't, radiation. There's a really good documentary on it called The Food Cure. It's also on our link on the Organic Juice Dude. And it's a documentary on 6 patients that they found who are going through cancer. And these patients are from France, they're from Canada, they're from all over the world, and they happened to ask Jeremiah and his parents, if my husband and his mom, if they can document his journey.
Really?
Yes, and so he's part of this documentary, which is amazing to see because, I mean, I hate to spoil it for you guys, but not everybody makes it.
Wow.
And these people were really counting on, look, we tried chemo, we tried radiation, they gave me 6 months to live. I'm
Wow.
gonna try anything at this point. And they go to different clinics. There's a ton of in TJ. I know they went to Chile. And basically it's holistic. Medicine, food is medicine.
Right.
And they take it back to that. Walking out on grass, taking mud baths, a sauna, a bath, like you get really hot and then they shower you with cold water.
Wow.
So that like your blood can flow. It's very it's very intense. But all this to say that thanks be to God, Jeremiah did that treatment for a couple of months, I believe, and then which was over there in Chile, came back home, and he was
Wow.
cancer free.
That's amazing.
The masses in his body disappeared.
That is amazing.
And when the doctors told him that he had cancer, they told him like, we're gonna do radiation, we're gonna do chemo. He might lose, hearing. He was only 6 months, and so that really, it's radiation to your body.
Yeah.
So they decided not to do it. They left to Chile. They came back, but his diet changed. He is not allowed to eat red meat. He is not allowed to eat chocolate, candy. He's not allowed to have ice cream. There's a lot of things. His diet was very limited, and he had to juice every day. Green juices, vegetables. And when I came into my husband's life, my life completely changed because now I had to cook.
Yeah.
For Jeremiah.
And not just any kind of cooking.
And it wasn't any
specifically
kind of
towards
cooking.
what his
It
diet
was like plant-based. It was organic. It was gluten-free. It was no using regular
Artificial
consomme.
sweeteners and stuff like that.
Just
And-
nothing. It really is like it was difficult for me to change even the way I cook, the way I eat. But it changed my life as well. And so we juiced every day. Every day we make our kids our green juices. That's what they have for breakfast. And when my husband left UPS after working there for 20 years, we were like, okay, what are we going to do? Maybe we should start this business. Maybe we should do that. Our goal was always to start our own business.
Yeah.
He could have easily gone and got a job at Amazon or at another place. And
Right.
it was like, no, this is the time. This is God's sign. We need to start something of our own for our children. And the idea came up of, look, we juice every day. And we should create something for other people who want to be healthy. I know that there's a lot of like teas to get skinny, and that's the biggest question that we get asked all the time. How do I lose weight?
Yeah.
How do I get skinny? And to us, it's like, how do you get healthy?
Healthy.
Yep.
Ooh.
How
Talking the
about-
same language. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly the same thing.
And so it's like, how do you get healthy? If you look around, autism is at an all-time high, cancer is at an all-time high. I just went to my cousin's son's funeral.
Oh, sorry to
He
hear
was
that.
1 year old. Like he was
Oh,
one. And to see her sitting there in front of her son's casket, and the casket is this big.
Oh.
I don't believe that any mother should go through that. And so to me, it's like health is wealth. My grandmother, again, right? Like my mind has shifted, and I don't care how much money I make at this point. I just need to know that my children are healthy.
Yes.
And that I'm healthy to live a joyous life with them.
Yeah.
And so we're just trying to spread that message. I know you want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to do this, but that all comes with being healthy.
Yeah.
That all comes with you saying, I'm going to eat the right things. I'm going to go work out for an hour. I'm going to go, like, you need to put yourself first.
Right.
And we just weren't trained that way. And so it's just been a really, like, eye-opening experience from going to Sprouts and seeing how the first thing you see when you walk into Sprouts, front and center are the fruits and vegetables.
Right. You're right.
But when you go to a Superior and you go to a Northgate Market, you got gancitos, you have bread, you have chips, you have the big old Budweiser stack of like, they have this football thing. They're not marketing to our community.
Yeah.
They're killing us.
Right.
Yeah.
You go to different high-end communities, there isn't a lot of McDonald's and KFCs. There isn't that.
You're very right.
But you go to the hood and there's KFC, McDonald's, Burger King. That health is wealth. And the more you know, and do your research. Like, do your research on how important it is to have your vegetables. And I'm not going to cure everyone. I don't, you know, this is our story. This is how it helped us. But to me, it's just like, if you wake up in the morning and you have a green juice or you have something healthy and then you go to the gym, it changes your life.
It really does.
It does change your mindset. It's all about mentality, which is the hardest part.
Very.
Hardest part.
Hardest part. But
I've been
once
to
you
the
get it.
gym. I've had trainers. But the thing is, if your mind is not in it, you're not going to make it.
Yeah. I mean, that goes with everything, but especially with relating it to fitness. I tell people all the time, when I train somebody, I try to get their mentality. I over-explain because I'm trying to explain to them. I'm trying to get in their head more than I am just change their physical body, because you could go to any boot camp trainer and they'll change your body. But are they going to have the knowledge and the wherewithal to sit there and talk to you about why this is going to pertain to your life? And what I try to do is I try to pertain it to, if you're a dad, like, this is you picking your daughter up. This is you playing on the field. Like, you can't even run. You can't even take the stair mill for 5 minutes. Your daughter's going to want to go run up a hill one day.
Right.
And you're going to be stuck. So with the juices as well, you know, you run it in, you drink Starbucks every morning.
Right.
Just replace one Starbucks with a juice.
Or before, because I have a Starbucks every
She's like,
morning.
chill on Starbucks.
No, I do. No, I do. Like, I don't. The thing is that I know how hard it is to change. We have been, this is years. This is the way my mom cooked. I mean, I know how hard it was for me to change when I met my husband. I had to change. I had no choice. My husband had to change. There was no option. His son was diagnosed with cancer, you know? So it's like, why wait till something really bad happens in our life, or, you know, like, for us to change? Why are we like that? Just get up in the morning, drink your green juice, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I just had vegetables. Do I really want to eat that McGriddle?
Yeah.
It's probably not the best choice. And then you're gonna go to the gym and you're gonna be like, dang, I just worked out and I almost died in there. Do I really want to go and eat that cheeseburger? Like, it kind of helps you. You know, it kickstarts you. It helps you. I did a 48-hour juice cleanse, and I'm not drinking coffee anymore, and I can't have any more dairy.
Oh, wow.
Like,
at all?
It restarted me to the point where as soon as I had milk, I felt it.
Oh, wow.
And I bloated up. So it's just kind of like your body will tell you. You just have to listen to it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think, kind of going back to your point, is what we kind of do when we have like consultations with people is, what do you spend your money on, and where can we kind of take that from and put that towards your house? Like, for instance, Starbucks, eating out, Chili's, all this stuff. And I think what people think when they think health, they think, oh, I have to turn into this person that can't have a cheeseburger anymore, or this person that has to work out 24/7. And really, from where they're starting at, most people probably don't even have any vegetables. So even just getting like a couple of these in a week and just letting your body feel that in the transition, right? Kind of stay what you're at, maybe go to the gym a little bit, will make a huge difference.
I think, like, again, your body will tell you, and a lot of things we're used to, like, TMI, guys, I know, but I'm a very, like, constipated person. Like, I don't go regularly. And did you know you're supposed to have bowel movements 3 times a day?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know that. Like, to me, growing up, I was like, oh, once a day, like, it's good. Like, no,
it's very ladylike if I go once a day.
You're very ladylike. We're talking about my shit. But it's so important. And so to me, like, if I don't have a green juice a day, to the point where, because we're opening up our shop, we've closed down a couple of days where we don't make juices, right? I'll go buy one at another shop,
like at a Sprouts or whatever, just grab a juice.
Whatever organic, whatever other green juice. I don't care where you buy them. If you make them at home, chingon, make them at home, make your smoothies. I'm just trying to spread awareness within my community. If you buy them from us, great, thank you. But to me, this is so much more, and to my husband, it's so much more than just come buy my juices, then just come drink this tea and get skinny, then just come into my gym. Like, it's so much more than that. I want you to change your life, and I want you to see that there's a way to do it, and I want you to be healthy and last years to be with your family.
I love that. I mean, I think we kind of on the same boat with even the gym. And when people come in, I love them to feel welcomed. I love them to come up to me and talk to me, and they tell me about their kids and, you know, other people's clients and stuff like that. But because the gym is so intimidating. Yes. It's such an intimidating, especially our gym. I'm going to be honest. We had a lot of really good looking people in there, shirts off, little shorts.
What? Actually, no. I honestly, one of the reasons why I always posted that I was there or I support it, and I think this has been very genuine, is because there is an ambiance there. The gym is intimidating. But the good thing about Self-Made is there are a good, well, at least if you're like me at least, because there's a lot of good looking people, and I would be like, yes, I want to look like her.
Yes.
I want my ass to look like that. And if I'm here, means I'm at the right spot.
It's going to rub off a little bit.
Let me breathe the same air she's breathing. But, and it's such a family, like there was this one time where I was doing something and one of the boys came up to me and said, you do it like this. And I was like, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Because at a regular gym, no one's going to come up to me and tell me, hey, your stance is wrong, or you're doing this or whatever. And it's really helped me feel more comfortable. And now I can go to any gym.
I love that.
And I would never go to the bar at the
love
gym.
that, yeah.
I would be so intimidated. And now I'm sitting there at the same row and I don't feel like someone's looking at me or I'm doing it wrong. Like, it actually helped my confidence.
That's awesome.
So I've always told people, if you want to get into the gym, the way I did it was I got myself a trainer for the first 3 months, for the first 4 months. Yeah. Learn. They're there to support you. They're there to help you. Like, that's what they're there to teach you. And if later on you're like, okay, I got this, I can do it by myself, chingon, go do it by yourself at another gym somewhere else. But if you are having a hard time even showing up, get you someone who's going to hold you accountable.
Yes.
A trainer, a gym, a person who's going to be like, where are you at? I'm going to see you today. Because that's what you need.
Right.
And the gym is so much more physical. It's mental. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people don't realize that it's mental. I'm still dealing with it where I don't hold myself accountable. And I need to. Mm-hmm. So I'm on that journey. But if you guys are having difficulties, I think it's just like, don't try to do it all in one day. Just little by little. Drink a smoothie. Make yourself a smoothie at home. Try to make little changes in your day that are going to, go for a walk. Get yourself a trainer who's going to be like, bitch, where you at?
But I feel like even now, like, people think like, oh, once you're a trainer, you don't need that accountability. But I mean, Jay has his nutrition accountability. I have a trainer that I see twice a week because we're in it, that it's so easy to be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. Or, hey, we were back to back. So we still need that.
We all have trainers, like, to be honest with you. Yeah, like, everybody at Self-Made, the trainers train each other. They work out together. They learn stuff. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing to see, because, I tell people, LeBron James has a trainer, and he's one of the best in the world.
Kobe Bryant had $1 million on his training.
Right? Was it something crazy, right?
Crazy.
So, where, if someone wanted to order this, someone wanted to buy this, where are they going to find this? Do we have a storefront ready?
We are, you know what? It's been taking a long time, but we do. We are opening up a juice bar in Sierra Madre.
Congratulations. That's a big step.
I know.
And you spoke this into fruition. I remember you talking about it.
I said it. Highly favored. The Lord listens to me. And so this is opening up soon, very soon. I want to say in a couple of weeks. We're going to be ready. We're going to open up. And you can always order them at the Organic Juice Dude on Instagram, and we deliver to your door. Place your order and we take them to you. You don't have to go anywhere. You just open your door and grab the bag.
Nice. Yeah, you guys make it really convenient. You guys also deliver.
Yeah, we deliver.
Right? You can deliver to what areas?
We deliver like at a 30-mile radius from Sierra Madre. So we deliver to most areas. Unless it's like shipping. People are like, can you send them via shipping? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't think organic juice is being shipped would be.
It's a good idea.
That's not a good look.
No, it's not. So go to the Organic Juice Dude. And again, it doesn't have to be from us. I just want to spread awareness. And it's like, look, make yourself a fucking smoothie at home. Throw some spinach, blueberries, celery, blend that, and chug it.
It's really that easy.
It's that easy.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. I would say the easiest route is just to buy them.
Yeah.
Because you spend your money on so many other things like shoes. And it helps
because you just grab it. Like me, I'm always on the go. I just grab it and I go.
Well, even just buying a juicer and then getting all of fresh juices weekly. Like,
that was hard.
To me,
dude, that's so much work.
That sounds like an hour and a half of my day that I'm like,
I used to do it every day before the organic juice, dude. I used to juice my kids every single morning before, and my kids go to school and they have their juice every single morning. My kids drink this.
And
my
you got
kids
3,
drink that.
so that's like your mom of the year.
Yeah, no,
Mom
but
of the
it's
year.
just a habit. You know, they don't like it. It's hard, and you probably don't like it. It's medicine. That's the way I tell my kids.
Yeah.
It's medicine.
But it tastes
Drink
amazing.
it.
So
Thank you.
It's
Thank
easier
you
to take
so
your
much.
medicine when it tastes good. Awesome. I'm glad. I want to move to the questions. You have a lot of fans out there.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of fans. All right, so let's go to the fan questions. What, you don't like to call them fans? What do you call them then?
No, I call them my friends.
Friends. Let's go to
And
some.
then my friends, I call family. You know, like I
And
just.
then what about your family?
my family's my like family.
Yeah, but I mean,
But I don't have a lot of friends. Everybody that I have, like, you're family to me. Like, if
Right.
you need something, like, call me.
and that's actually pretty true
gotta be
because I've
there.
tested it.
You've been
and you do
there.
answer.
I do.
Yeah.
Like, you need something.
You even
call me.
FaceTime me. I'm like, what the? You were like on the radio. You're like, hey, I have a question. I was like, holy shit, who's back there?
Yeah. So, like, my friends, if you have my number, if you have access to me, you're family to me. And then, you know, everyone, I don't call them fans. They're friends.
Let's get to some family questions then.
Friends question.
You're
okay,
confused
let's get to
now.
some friends questions. I'm gonna start with the easy one.
Okay.
What's your favorite comfort food? Like, what do you feel you go to? We know you got the juice. We know you're healthy.
Tacos.
From
It's
where?
all about balance, guys. I'm never gonna tell you.
A juice and a taco right
I
there.
love tacos. There's just like really good.
Shout them out. Your favorite taco place.
They're called Tortas Montalban, and there's like a taco truck right up the street from my house. I probably go there once a week.
Wow. What
And
tacos?
I have tacos. I have 2 de carne asada, and then I have 2 de pollo, and 1 bean and cheese burrito. I can eat.
Dude, that's like you literally have. You walk up and they already know
They're
your
like,
order, huh?
it's ready for you.
Yeah,
That was an easy one.
And I won't eat the whole bean and cheese burrito.
It's
Like
just
I'll
nice
eat
to have a
half.
little, yeah.
That's my
Why
shit.
do all females do that?
It's
My
like-
They
husband
eat like a
does
little
that
bit
too,
and then they leave it, and I'm like, just eat the. You want to eat the whole thing. All right,
No,
let's go to.
I eat half.
I feel like you guys think like if I just eat half of it, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like
it's true.
donuts, anything, cookies. There's like half cookies around the house. I'm like, babe, eat the fucking whole cookie, please. Eat the whole fucking cookie. 'cause-
Do you eat it?
No,
If
I
she
throw it away
doesn't
because
eat it?
she'll wrap it up.
Well, he
She'll
doesn't
wrap it in
even eat it.
napkins.
He's just as
If I go
bad.
through my pantry, I have so many things wrapped in napkins and foil. I go, what is this? Oh, I'm gonna save that for later. It's like a half a cookie.
It's called self-control.
Anyway. Yeah. Next question. I actually like this one. How do you feel you handle all the hate that you do receive on social media? And I'm gonna do a question because I know you did one. You did a post about equality in pay. Between male and female. And I was being a chismoso, and I was going through all your comments, and I was like, you got blasted, dude. You got blasted by a lot. It was mostly males
Men?
and fake troll accounts, but how do you feel like, what do you do personally to handle the hate that you receive on social media?
I post it and forget it. I don't
That
pay
easy?
attention to it. I don't. Sometimes I do, but I don't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not have time to go through the messages and respond to you. Sometimes I do, and you'll get lucky, and I got time today, and I'll respond.
You had time on that post.